Oh, yes, you are welcome back to today broadcast. According to what is going on, some people they may not know what is going on in Nigeria, while some people they may know. So, in fact, according to the headline, it says Igbo faces with second Biafran war as the repentant Nigerian prodigal sons sent to southeast. The Nigerian prodigal son, which is those repentant Boko Haram, repentant bandits, repentant Fulani X-Men. They are now sending them to the southeast in the name to fight against ESN and then Biafra Liberation Force in the southeast, claiming that they are the terrorists Nigeria is fighting against. So the main terrorist Nigeria is fighting against, it is not the ISWAP, it is not the Boko Haram, and it is not these Fulani X-Men that has already taken over everywhere around. So the main problem Nigeria is facing, according to them, they say that it is the ESN, it is the Biafra Liberation Force, and it is the Biafra. That is the main problem Nigeria is facing. So in fact, don't skip any part of this video. Try to watch it for you to understand what this our brother is talking about, because in this video he revealed a lot of secrets and a lot of things that is happening, and the main thing that is going on right now in the south is between the Nigerian and between the Igbo, because according to the war, Nigerian government, they have never accepted that the war is ended, and they are still looking the Igbo as a war zone, the Igbo land as a war zone, and they believe that they are still fighting. That is why you see anything concerning Biafra or anything concerning Igbo, they used to take it more serious than anything in this life. Anything at all concerning Biafra or anything concerning Igbo, the Nigerian government and other parts, they used to take it very, very serious, more than the main terrorists everybody is afraid of. In fact, this man, he really revealed a lot of things that is going on. I was about to watch the live, subscribe, and make sure you share it for everyone to see what is going on in Biafra land.
Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing great today. Okay, so it's becoming abundantly clear now that we are faced with a Biafra war-like situation in a different shape. To help you understand, during the Biafran war, a lot of mercenaries from predominantly Muslim countries in Africa, Chad and the rest of them, were brought into Nigeria, radical Islamists, to kill our people, Igbos, Christians in the East, right? They fought alongside the Nigerian military at that time. And these are all documented. In fact, there's one video account, very difficult thing to watch, on the Asaba massacre, where a brother who was an eyewitness was basically narrating how that one of those Chadian soldiers who was dressed in Nigerian military uniform was making an announcement before they massacred all those maybe 7,000 or so of our boys. He made an announcement and said something like, if you be Igbo, you must die. If you be Igbo, you must die. So they were given a marching order that just look out for the Igbos and kill them off. You heard all that story of how our people even came out in Asaba to welcome them, and thinking that, okay, we've been able to appease these guys. We don't want to have anything to do with Biafra. We are all for the Nigerian nation. And even after that, they massacred all of them. The guy is still alive today. He made it clear. He was an eyewitness. He saw dead bodies all around him. He only escaped by the grace of God. And he made it clear that most of the people who shot and killed on that day were mercenaries. How do you explain that several decades later, we have a situation where so-called repentant terrorists are being churned out from the killing fields into our already depressed and bleeding streets? And they are being told they could join the military, and not just that they are told, many of them have already gone into the military, as alleged by active duty Nigerian soldiers, which they have also put out on video for the whole world to see. That you have terrorists who are still terrorists. There is no element of repentance in them. They are in the military. They are joining the police force. They are joining everywhere. Anything, any aspect of life in Nigeria is open to them. Meanwhile, they are not Nigerians. I will never stop hammering on this, but the point you need to pay attention to right now is when these guys are now asked to go into the military. Do you think that the military will send them to go and fight in Borno, where they were taken from in the first place and called repentant and given automatic citizenship? Do you think they will be sent to go there to go and fight against themselves? No. Most likely these guys are being sent to Eastern Nigeria. And so the killings that they couldn't achieve, the genocide that they couldn't complete during the Biafran War, this might be the best opportunity they have now to complete it. Their children are now wearing Nigerian military uniforms again. And this time around, legally. And when they enter there, our people are looking at people in our military uniform and they're wondering, who are these? They may actually be staring their own enemies in the face. Now, explain to me, how does anyone know who is a repentant terrorist when you see a Nigerian soldier? And so the systematic killing of my people may just get on the way, low-key, eliminating our people. Doesn't that also kind of explain why in the last few weeks and months we have seen so many framings, so many made-up stories, just to tie the eastern part of Nigeria to terrorism? We've seen it from the military, it was debunked. Another one came again, it was debunked. And now we have the police involved. Who are these people eagerly working so hard to tie eastern Nigeria to terrorism? And you know why they're doing that? Because they want to have a large-scale deployment to the east. In the same way there is focus on the northeast, they want to create a plausible cause. They want to create a reason that everybody will agree to. That, hey, we found IED. It was debunked. Oh, we found this. It was debunked. Imagine if they were not debunked. Imagine if our boys and girls who are now actively warring against these wicked people on social media today, imagine if they were not there. They would have gotten away with all of this. And then they will suddenly have a national decree that now there's a problem in eastern Nigeria, we need to deploy. And now when you see the people they are going to be deploying, probably 85 to 90% of them are the same enemies who sought to eliminate all of us during the Biafran War. Their children are now legally wearing uniform and are being sent now to finish what their fathers couldn't finish. You see why Nigeria cannot live for a very long time. Nigeria will not survive this period. I am telling you with everything in me. Nobody born of a woman. Nobody born of a woman. Even if you are not born of you, even if it's a spirit that gave birth to you, you can never, ever conquer Eastern Nigeria. Alibo, you can never conquer my people. You will never be able to Islamize my people. Take it from me that I said so. It won't happen. So you better stop trying. There's no need. You hear the story of Igala, the attack of Igala. They wanted him to convert. He committed suicide rather than bow to the Islamic regime. You hear the story of Igbo landing. They wanted to take them as slaves. Our people say never, not on our lives. We'll rather drown than bow or submit ourselves or surrender to slavery. You heard about Aba Women Riot. And you think that these people are normal people. Bring it on. Bring it on. You know, Nigeria is so doomed and cursed that they don't know when they have bit more than they can chew. They don't know when they have pushed their enemy, or rather their opponent, to the wall. We have backed up to the wall now. And the time is coming when Nigeria will hear from us. Keep pushing us. Keep trying. But go to bed knowing fully well that I said to you today, you will never, even in 1,000 lifetimes, you will never be able to conquer Eastern Nigeria. You can never conquer Igbo people, let alone Islamize them. May God bless you and keep you. And if you are an Igbo person or from Eastern Nigeria, you better wake up. You better wake up. The hour has come. Vigilante, whatever it is we can do, even on an individual basis, let everybody rise up now. We need to defend our homeland because God bless you.
Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing great today. You know, I've been trying to make this video and I don't know. Please bear with me. So, 2 days ago, I believe, another 700 plus so-called repentant terrorists were reintegrated into the Nigerian society. And you need to understand that the term reintegration is diabolically deceptive, because you do not reintegrate someone into a place they never originally came from. These murderers, these genocidal murderers, these killers, these terrorists are at best mercenaries who were in the past used by authoritarian regimes in Nigeria, who brought them into Nigeria to come and cause trouble, to come and help them win elections, or to kill Christians like they did during the Biafran War. These are mercenaries. They have always been in the business of killing, and Nigeria had always patronized them. But this time around, they have this genius Islamization program that allows them there now to come and kill Christians in Nigeria. And after killing, they don't just kill and leave. They now stay and they naturalize and they become citizens without going through any due process. In fact, they become citizens on a platter of gold. Let me see if I can help you understand. Round about 2015, we had a president, a Christian president, Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. And I have all the evidence and record that Jonathan was the only president in Nigerian history since the time of Boko Haram, since we began to experience terrorism in Nigeria, the only president who ever attempted to eliminate Boko Haram. And he was in the process of doing it. And we have all the proof, everything. Even Al Jazeera has a report to this effect. And what did we get? Rather than encourage him to return and continue ruling Nigeria, economy was good, security was getting better, everything was looking good. The Obama administration and his Democrat Party met with the opposition, which is now the ruling party that has overseen the mass industrial scale genocidal murdering of Christians. They liaised with them, partnered with them, and then kicked out the president that was doing so well in Nigeria and then brought a jihadi, a non-jihadi, an Islamic fundamentalist as the president of Nigeria in the person of Muhammad Buhari. Obama literally commandeered Jonathan out of power so that jihadi president Buhari would become the president of Nigeria. That's why David Axelrod's organization was sent into Nigeria. David Plouffe, who was Obama campaign manager, was the one who came with them. And they brought their entire team. Please give me 1 second, okay? Yeah. And they brought their entire team into Nigeria to come and create what we now know as the APC. This party that is so diabolically wicked that the only way Nigeria survives today is for this APC to die. That's what the Democrats came to create in Nigeria. And that was the vehicle that brought Buhari to power. And the moment Buhari came into power, one of the first things he did was set in motion a program called Operation Safe Corridor. Operation Safe Corridor is also known as the Repentant Terrorist Program, where these genocidal terrorists from different parts of Africa who have violated the territorial integrity of Nigeria in the process of coming into Nigeria to kill, they are allowed to disembowel pregnant women on a large scale, pull out their babies and slaughter and cut the babies in pieces. They are allowed to decapitate and amputate, to cut people into pieces like meat sold in the market. They are allowed to go into Christian villages, take over entire locations, take over homelands, farmlands, kidnap people in hundreds. Children are raped random like there is nobody's business. You take their mothers and you turn them into breeding machines. Take the young girls and marry them out at such a tender age. And their men, you kill them. The young boys, you radicalize them and convert all of them into Muslims. Few days ago, Boko Haram just released a video of over 400 Christians they took. They have converted all of them into Muslims by force. The ones that survived. Anybody who refused to be converted got killed like an animal. So after doing all of this, the people who do this are pulled out of the killing fields, even when they are not asking for it. They are pulled out and sent into a very cozy, beautiful place where they call rehabilitation center, where they are provided with everything they need. And after just about 2 or 3 months or so, they are pulled out through an elaborate ceremony. They are brought out and shown to the whole country and said, hey, these are the guys who were killing. They have now repented. They will now be reintegrated into the society. And now they allow these guys to join the military, to join the police, to join customs, to join the Navy, to join the Air Force, to join the civil service in Nigeria, to become anything. In fact, one military officer in Nigeria once spoke to them and said, you can actually become the president of Nigeria. Murderers, genocidal killers who have been groomed, radicalized from infancy. And you're telling me that just within 2 months you have de-radicalized them and you are now sending them to go and fight with those who were tasked with killing them, which is why so many Nigerian soldiers have broken with the due process of being in the army to make videos to report and say, hey, why are we bringing these repentant whatever into our midst? They are the reason why we get sabotaged all the time. Look at how many Nigerian soldiers die on daily and weekly basis, all because of internal sabotage. One brigadier general just died who was due for retirement, and he died only 1 week after another general was killed. Soldiers have come out on their own to admit. Soldiers have also come out to say that whenever they spotted terrorists in the forest and decided to engage, that whenever they asked for authorization to engage, the authorities over them will say, don't engage the terrorists yet. How can you see the people that we are borrowing money and collecting weapons from all over the world to kill? You see them now to show that you have to kill them, which is why you are in the forest. Your commander will tell you don't kill them. Do you not see what is going on? Do you not see that this is a migration, forceful migration to displace our people, to displace our service people and replace them with terrorists, so that before you know it, we have a terrorist military, a terrorist police, a terrorist immigration, terrorists everywhere. They will just wear uniform and you think they are normal people. You don't know these are the same terrorists who have been killing your people in the bush. They are the ones you're now dealing with in uniform. This is what is happening. No wonder every day, look at how many times this shameful act has happened, where the military is caught framing the Igbo people of the eastern part of Nigeria. You brought videos that were referring to some other people. You claim is in Igbo land. 2, 3, 4, how many times now police has joined them? A criminal that was outed in the UK, they went and squeezed Igbo name there, because we are no longer dealing with proper normal Nigerians or people. We are now dealing with infiltrated units and services in Nigerian service units. So you don't even know who is behind all this thing, whether they are the terrorists that have infiltrated all these places. You are pardoning them on such a large scale. But Nnamdi Kanu from eastern Nigeria, because he's an Igbo man, is languishing in jail in Sokoto. Nnamdi Kanu, you guys claim for what he said, he is going to be in jail. But killers who are still killing, who still owe allegiance to their commanders in the forest, who are still loyal to their commanders in the bush, you are pardoning them. And you will still pardon more. The time has come for all of us to rise up. Oh. Yes, we are waiting for help from outside, but we must rise up and do something. Everybody. And God will see us through.
Oh yes, that is a very powerful speech. The hour have come, and it is only God that will save us. This issue of terrorism, repentant Boko Haram, some people, they may not understand what is happening. That is the main thing. Some people, they don't understand the game this evil politician they are playing, the game this Islamization people they are playing. Imagine the other day somebody just speak against what the Islam is doing to the Christian. Then they now turn it to being a blasphemy, claiming that a pastor blasphemed them, blaspheme their God, then start insulting the God of Christianity, and the laying bounds of 200 million naira on the head of a pastor. But at the end, what did government do? The security men, they do nothing. They still leave him, and the person is still working very, very strong, moving everywhere. And at the end, somebody will now tell you that Nigeria is progressing, or Nigeria is one. Or somebody will tell you that everything is working according to God's plan. What nonsense God plan is that? In fact, this repentant Boko Haram, their plan, their aim, and their objective is for them to deploy them down to the southeast, so that they can create problem in between the people and in between the military, so that whenever something happens, then they will close it. They will tell you that and the military is chasing away terrorists, but they are the main people that is the terrorists. The human rights organization, they have already reached a lot of reports concerning what the military people, what they used to do in the southeast. But at the end, the government that will claim that they are protecting life and property, they are not doing anything, because of the government. They are part of the terrorists everybody is afraid of. They are part of it, and they are the part of the people that the Nigerian is afraid of. How can you see evil coming and you will tell your people don't do anything, that after everything you will do something, but at the end you will not do anything? In fact, and this time the repentant Boko Haram is now sending them down to the east for them to do what? For them to start buying people, the remaining buying the pie during the Biafran Civil War. Now they wanted to finish their work. That is the main thing. They want to finish their job. They have seen that no any Igbo man is willing to join the military, and no any Igbo man is willing to accept Nigeria as his country. So now they are now doing it in a dramatic way, in a very stylish way, so that whenever they come, they will tell you that the ESN, they are disturbing the ESN, they are shooting them. That is why they want to shoot. Then they now start shooting villages. That is what they want to use it like. But all those things is a plan, is a strategies, and is a way to conquer people. And if you now ask who and who they used to do all those things, they are the governors, they are the House of Rape, they are the senators. Because those people, they are the people that they claim that they are representing you and I. Because whenever they come, the senator, the governor, they will not even say anything, because they are slave. They are under these Fulani terrorists. It is the thing that they tell them they will do. The thing that they are seeing that these people is committing, they will not do anything. But only the thing that those Fulanis tell them is the thing they will be doing. It is very, very shocking and very shameful that the people that will call our representative, governors, House of Rape, and the rest of them, they are not representing anybody. They are representing only their belly, their family, and their selfish interest. That is the only thing they are representing. Nothing but that. Nothing but that. They have finally sentenced Nnamdi Kanu. Since the day they sentenced him, they are free to do anything. Now, some of the security men, ESN, and some of the security men that is in the forest, they have finally and they done their work and finally remove all of them out of the forest. Now the forest is free for them to now come in, and everywhere is now free for the terrorists now to come in. The other day they catch some of those people that is spying people everywhere as they are entering into the southeast through Enugu, through Nike. They catch a lot of them and they start asking the question, where are you going? They have no question to answer and they have nothing to answer. The next day, what we hear is that they are just people that are coming from the north down to the east. Then do you hear any story again? No story. No story. In fact, a lot is happening and a lot is still happening. It is now time for the people to stand up on their feet and to start doing the needful. Then the youths who want to defend himself, defend yourself. Who want to stay and be looking to the governors for the governor to defend you. The governor will not defend you. Nobody will defend you. It is you and you yourself will rise on your feet to fight against those evil people that is marauding everywhere, claiming that they are Fulanis. They are claiming that they are rearing cattle, and they are the one that is giving information, and they are the ones that is destroying life and property everywhere. The thing that is happening in the Middle Belt, Borno, Sokoto, everywhere in Nigeria, it is them. Everywhere they have come to conquer and to make sure that they Islamize everyone in Nigeria, mostly the Christian area. That is where their aim is. That is where their point is. That is how they want to use to Islamize everybody. And it is happening right now in our eyes, right now in everybody's eyes. But the thing is that whenever people speak up, then the government will now be looking those people that is talking against the Islamization. But when those bandits kill people, they will not look them. After 6 months, they will release the people that they already catched. They will release them for them to go to the streets and start doing their evil again. In fact, a lot is going on. I would like to comment down below. What do you think about the whole thing going on in Nigeria? Like, subscribe, and share it for everyone to see the atrocity our government is causing to the people and the injustice that is going on in this country. We say thank you for watching.